Capitol rioter Tristan Stevens sentenced to 5 years in prison for assaulting law enforcement. Tristan Stevens, a 27-year-old native of Pensacola, Florida, has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for his involvement on January 6, 2021, attack on the United States Capitol. Stevens was found guilty on 9 counts, including 5 felonies, in September 2022 for assaulting or aiding and abetting in assaulting law enforcement during the siege waged by supporters of then-President Donald Trump. Stevens allegedly participated in a crowd that attempted to access the Capitol through the Lower West Terrace on January 6 and fought with police officials, according to the Department of Justice. The Florida man was found guilty of helping to assault multiple other officers while also assaulting former U.S. Capitol Police Sergeant Aquilino Gonal with a stolen riot shield. Stevens appeared before U.S. District Judge Trevor McFadden, a Trump-appointed judge, on Friday, March 11, 2023, to receive his sentencing order. Before the sentencing, in court, Stevens offered several conspiracy theory claims, among them that January 6 was a government entrapment operation to hide the rigged 2020 presidential election. In response to Stevens' assertions, Judge McFadden called them quite astonishing comments, and said it was absurd to think Stevens had been coerced into making his statements. McFadden said that Stevens' actions during the January 6 riots were among the most embarrassing, and that any American of good conscience should be outraged by your treatment of these officers. Aquilino Gonal, a former sergeant with the U.S. Capitol Police, also gave a victim impact statement during the trial. They stated that Stevens' actions forced him into retirement. Gonal has medically resigned from the police department due to injuries received on January 6. During his tirade on Friday, Stevens briefly apologized to Gonal, claiming that he didn't want to make Gonal feel irritated and unproductive, but he mispronounced Gonal's name. In addition to his prison sentence, Stevens has been ordered to pay restitution to the officers he assaulted and the government for the damage caused during the attack. David Mahaffey, 63, of Kettering, Ohio, who traveled with Stevens to Washington, D.C., alongside 25-year-old Patrick Mackay of Ridgefield, Connecticut, was also sentenced by Judge McFadden last month for charges related to the attack on the Capitol. Mahaffey received a 14-month jail term. The punishment for Mackay is set for next month. As of Friday, March 11, 2023, the Department of Justice reported that more than 1,000 people have been arrested about the January 6 attack, and more than 320 have been charged with assaulting or impeding law enforcement. The DOJ has called the attack an unprecedented attack on democracy, and vowed to hold all involved accountable for their actions.